Hello, angels. I'm Miss Quiet Queen, and you are now in tune with the Quiet Queen Project. So, welcome aboard. Thank you to all of my subscribers, my new subscribers, my old subscribers, even those that just view just to see what's happening. My average people, all of my celebrities that watch, my family and friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Even my enemies. Maybe you can learn something. I don't even know if I have any enemies, but just in case I do. All right, so I want to talk about, as the title says, biokinesis. Now, this was a subject or question that was brought up by one of my subscribers, the very handsome Yaboigoldi. Thank you, Goldie, for bringing this up, because this is a subject that I've always been intrigued in, but I never really had the thought to do a video on it until you asked me about it. So thank you so very much. And by the way, I love your dread journey. I love watching your channel and your dread journey and your exercise stuff. But some of the exercises you do, I can't be doing. I ain't trying to get muscles like that. Okay, so anyway, back to the video. What is biokinesis? Biokinesis is the ability to use kinetic energy to reprogram the genes in your body. In other words, it's a really, really heavy subject. Is it easy? Is it not easy? I guess it depends on who you are. You might see some people change their eye color. There's some videos out there where people changing their eye color. There's some, people can change their eye color with using biokinesis. People can change certain things, like they can make their heart slow down almost to a stop. People can, I heard that people can change their blood type, but it won't last long. It'll go back to what you're originally born with and different things like that. Biokinesis is scientifically proven that it is possible. I'm starting to think maybe that is what happened to Lil Wayne when he was doing a concert. No, I don't think it was a concert. I think he was performing at an award show, and he was walking across the stage, and all of a sudden his eyes turned to a gold. I guess it was Rain Man coming out, making itself shown. So I do also believe that biokinesis can also be involuntary. Let me give you an example. My daughter, like many people, have light color eyes. My daughter was born with hazel green eyes. Not hazel brown, but hazel green. That means they were brown, but they were mostly green. Okay? As she got older, her eyes turned hazel brown. So now if you look at Ayana, her eyes are like a cinnamon brown color. You can't really see it on the camera the way we can, but her eyes are really, really light, and they look like cinnamon. Now, when she cries or when she's angry or afraid, they go back green. She's not doing this. This is involuntary. This is what I call involuntary biokinesis. It's my personal hypothesis. I'm not a scientist, but this is what I think it is. So many people, your eye colors change. When I was little, my hair used to change and my eyelashes used to change colors. But biokinesis, why do we need this? Why is it important? I'm not really sure about all that, but I do know this. I feel like biokinesis is a very close relative to alchemy. And if you don't know what you're doing, you could really muck something up. So if I was you, you do a lot of research and a lot of meditating and asking your spirit guide and your higher self to guide you in this situation. Because now with alchemy, you can't change something without giving something up. Okay, now know that. Many of you like to mess around with alchemy. You better watch what you're doing. Because when you want to change something, there's something that you need to give, like a sacrifice, so to speak. Okay? So be careful with that. Be very, very careful with that. I want to go ahead and jump into another topic as well. Someone else asked me about the Mandela effect. Um, a few people asked me, would I talk about this? Um, the first person asked me about 3 months ago, a year ago. Another person 3 months ago, and someone else just recently asked me to talk about the Mandela effect. Now, I think they got the term Mandela effect because of Nelson Mandela. Many people remember Nelson Mandela dying in the 80s. I was one of them. He died in prison. You know, that's what. But then he ended up dying recently. So what's going on with this? What is this this Mandela effect exactly? What does that mean? That means somebody or something or both has gone back in time and changed things. Okay? There are a lot of powerful people out there that know how to do a lot of powerful things. Some of these things, well, all of these things they learned from extraterrestrials. Some of these extraterrestrials look just like you and I. They move among us. They dance among us. They love among us. They hate among us. Okay? Start paying attention, clearing your own aura and your own space, getting rid of the drama from your life so that you can pick up on these things and be able to participate to whatever degree you want. I suggest that you don't do it to hurt anybody or for your own willful gain. The Mandela effect is, I don't know what the real term of it is. That's just what a young lady by the name of Fiona Broome, that's how she coined it. She was the one that coined the Mandela effect. There's this real big popular story about the Berenstain Bears. Some of us remember it being Berenstain, some now saying it was Berenstain, and in all of the books, even way back, that name was changed in that book. Okay? But that's not how it was originally. It was Berenstain. Also, I can remember being a teenage girl, and I was playing outside with my friends, and my brother, before he passed, he was also very, very spiritually in tune. And we were outside playing one day, and suddenly I just had this real strong sense of deja vu. And I looked over and I saw a tree, and I said, that tree wasn't there. This was a full-grown, large tree. And I said, I don't remember that tree being here. That tree was over there, just a little bit over. What's up with that? I remember learning about an entity or extraterrestrial, I guess you can call her, from another planet that came and visited a young man. He's a grown man now, in his 70s, because they search around and they look at our children, they scan our children to see who they think that they could give this information to. That's why there's a lot of abductions with kids, because they want to see who they can give this knowledge to. So she was giving him all this different kind of knowledge because he would know how to handle it. She knew his personality, his energy, and they can tell if you're lying. They can tell when you're lying, and who will be more suited for this type of work. So she would visit him, and there was one point in the story that I heard where there was a tree in the way, and he told her about some tree, and she moved it. When she said, when I read this, when I studied about this, suddenly I got another sense of deja vu, and I remember that happening to me in my life. Now, also, the Mandela effect can have a lot to do with deja vu. When they change things, in the matrix, sometimes you notice it. You notice it. This is very real, and this is a subject that is so picky, I should say. It's very well hidden. The so-called powers that be in our world don't want us to know about it, because if you know about biokinesis, if you know about alchemy, if you understand the Mandela effect, you can actually change your being, your persona, who you are, right here, right now, and you can go somewhere else. That's what they did in the Mayan. Remember back in the Mayan community, many thousands of years ago, when they were wondering what happened to this entire community. There's nobody there. They're just gone. There was stuff still on the fire, cooking. There were just all kinds of stuff that happened. They had the ability to change their makeup, their chemical makeup, they reprogrammed the genes in their body, much like with biokinesis. They were able to go to other places. Now, this is also told in more recent years. We want to get into like the 1900s, or was it the 1960s or something like that, where there was a ship, I think it was a military ship, a U.S. military ship, if I'm not mistaken, U.S. or Russia. I think it was U.S. Anyway, the same similar thing happened where all of these people on the ship were gone. There was a pot again on the stove that was still hot, but they were gone for a long time. They couldn't understand what happened. Now, I believe, this is the information I'm being downloaded, that there was they hit a pocket. I'm hearing they hit a pocket, and this pocket was very strong, and they had no choice but to allow their genes to be reprogrammed, or either they would die. They had to be reprogrammed, and they are living in another world, another space and time, like another parallel universe. This kind of stuff happens all the time. I remember okay, and I also watched a video. Oh, what is her name, y'all? She's a YouTuber, and I really like her videos. Ashtar Goddess, is that your name? She talks about the Mandela effect. She has Conspiracy Monday. I love Conspiracy Mondays. I just recently found her channel about a couple of weeks ago, though. Yeah, I think that's her name, Ishtar Goddess. Yeah, go check her out. And hello to you if you are watching my video for the first time. Thank you for your wonderful videos. Got to give you a shout out for that. And off the record, you kind of look like Morally Simmons. So I don't know if anybody's ever told you that, but anyway, she talks about this as well. So I have something I kind of want to share with y'all. And I'm looking at it now. Something kind of happened to me. Well, things like this happens to me all the time. As you all know, I constantly misplace my glasses. I don't really think I'm misplacing it. I know that there is an energy that's taking my glasses. And I often ask my spirit team to help me understand why this happens. This happens all the time. As soon as I buy a pair of glasses, within a week, sometimes the same day, they're gone. And it's not like I lose them. I know where I put them. It's just that when I go back to retrieve them, they're not there. This last time I had my glasses, I've had them for a while. And I used to break my glasses a lot. The lens would fall out. Just all kinds of things would happen. This time it didn't happen. I would sit on them by accident several times, step on them, throw them, misplace them, and they always come back. Now, recently, they're completely gone. And I believe that it is because that this one energy or force, you can call it demonic or whatever. I don't think it's always demonic. I just think it's mischievous, that is attached to me. And it is a part of me. It's been around me and with me for almost all of my life. but it is now starting to become really, really active. It always misplaced my stuff. It always takes my things. Let me show y'all something. If I can find it. It's downstairs, I bet. Oh, there's my other book. Anyway, never mind. I have a book by Scott Cunningham. It is called The Encyclopedia of Herbs. I bought that book, angels, 4 times. 4 times. 4. Because it kept on coming up missing. Now, when you are in the conscious community and you vow to help people spiritually advance, stuff is going to start to happen to you. People, energies, entities, demonic forces, etc., and the like will try to throw the stone and hide their hands. They will try to get you upset and angry and make you fall off your game. So they don't want you to know certain things. They don't want you to learn certain things. They don't want you to have certain things. They don't want you to be healthy. Okay? So I feel like this energy is really trying to do something with my eyes. There are a lot of things that's going on with my eyes. It's so weird. I talked about this a couple of years ago, and one of my subscribers said they had the same issue, and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe you brought that up. I see purple eyes in my eyes. Does that make sense? I can be lying down at night in my room, meditating, pitch black, and about a half a foot in front of me, I'll see a pair of purple eyes. I don't know what that means exactly. I don't know why this is going on, but I see it. I also see some nights, not all nights, some nights, depending on the moon phase, depending on the weather, depending on my mood, I lie down while I'm sleeping, everything is pitch black, and I look up in the ceiling and I'll see squiggly lines. You know, they're like the color of smoke. Sometimes they get darker, sometimes they get lighter, sometimes they turn money green, sometimes neon green, but most of the time they're like transparent squiggly lines. Let me see if I can draw what it may look like this, you know, just squiggly lines, just, you know, and I don't understand what that means. But now jumping back to the book, I don't think certain energies or so-called powers that be that are watching us through the grid want me to have this book, because herbs is medicine from the earth. We don't need these antibiotics that they're pumping in our system. Get you some golden seal tea. You know what I'm saying? If you have, if you going through menopause, you have bad cramps, drink you some black cohosh tea. You know what I mean? If you're breastfeeding and the milk ain't coming down, drink some dill tea. See, there are different things that you can do. I'm not a doctor. That's my disclaimer. Go to a doctor. I'm not saying don't go to a doctor, because we're at the point where we got to have a disclaimer. I'm not saying don't go to a doctor. I'm just telling you what our foreparents did before the epidurals. I didn't have an epidural when I gave birth. You know, I didn't. It was at its beginning stages anyway, and I definitely wasn't going to be no guinea pig. You're not going to use my baby as no guinea pig. Got me messed up. Use your own child. But anyway, these forces just don't want us to learn, so they take. So I won this battle because I told this energy, I'm going to keep on buying this book. You can keep on taking it. I will keep on buying it. Curse you. I said the same thing about my glasses. But I think the reason why, and it started back taking my glasses, was because I started going to the dentist. Now listen, try to make some sense out of this. Try to understand what I'm saying. Negative forces and energies and people that don't like you or want your demise, they put things out there in the universe. They wish harm on you. Sometimes it happens if you're not ready. If you haven't already built that mirror wall around you, things like that were going to happen unless it is an energy, the type of energy or entity that I have. I'm acknowledging the fact that I have it, and doesn't mean that, oh, you're going to always keep that energy around because you keep claiming it. No, I'm just being real. Now, this energy, I believe that it is pretty much terminated, like 80% terminated or more. I'm getting mostly the residue and the back end of this energy because I did do a cleansing on myself, my home, my family, my books, anything that I touch. I did a soul tie disconnection. I did some rituals that I cut off certain spiritual ties with certain energies. And once you become powerful, I'm sorry, not even powerful, just once you become more in tune with your higher self and the reason why you were here spiritually, all these things are going to start coming at you. So many of you say, I can't hear my angels. I still can. No, I can't. First of all, stop saying you can't. And then just understand that these so-called powers that be, they know us very well. I'm going to let you in on the secret. I used to get letters in the mail all the time by some neo-pagan organization. Maybe one day I'll show these letters. I don't know. I got in contact with that. They got in contact with me, and then what's that one with all women? Eastern Star? What? I think it was Eastern Star or something like that. They contacted me. The organization ran by Marie DeVault. She's been contacting me before I moved to Ohio. That's Smelly Goat, I believe, is affiliated with her. He knows her. He told me that he personally knows Maria DeVault, whatever. All of these organizations called me or contacted me. One of the things they said in the letter to me is that we know all about you. We know more about you than you. We probably know more about you than you know about yourself. I hate when people say that to me. My mother used to say that. I know you better than you know yourself. Mother, no, you don't. You did when I was 10, but I'm a grown-ass woman dealing with grown woman things. You don't know me. But energies and entities and powers that be who have the power and the know-how, the knowledge to tap into certain sciences and the grid, they probably do know more about me. They probably have tapped into my Akashic records and took a look at all of the probabilities. If they could get rid of me, they will, or they will try. But I know how to do something that they don't know I know how to do. And you might say, well, how do you keep it a secret? I can't even tell you how. It's hard not to allow the so-called powers that be to tap into your brain nowadays, because they can read our thoughts now, because they have made a deal with certain demonic forces to get that power. Because absolute power corrupts, absolutely. All right? But I cannot reveal how I do certain things because I'm in public eye. Why in the hell would you let your enemy know how you're fighting them? Why would you let your left hand know what your right hand is doing? I can't understand that. So, I just wanted to let you all know what's going on with that. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I said that I was going to show you something. I'm not really sure if I want to show or tell you Let me tell you one more thing. Was 25 minutes? Okay. On April 8th, listen to the date. April 8th, 2016. I was down in the basement doing laundry. My granddaughter was with me. Y'all seen one of my oldest granddaughter. She was in the corner playing with her toys. She's 3 years old. So what's one of the main duties a 3-year-old has, being 3? She's learning to be potty trained. Come here. You came up here just at the right nick of time. And then you're going to leave after I make this statement. Come here. They 3-year-olds are just getting the hang of being potty trained, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to answer. Okay, so Anaya was in the basement with me, and remember you said you had to boo-boo. She said she had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I said, you do? She's like, yeah, I boo-boo and it's coming down. I'm like, what? Now, everybody knows.
It was coming down from my leg.
It was going down your leg. Everybody knows a 3-year-old, if they got mess on them, they're not going to lie and say they have it on them, and they really don't. You know what I mean? So she said, yeah, it's coming down my leg. So I held her up, and I touched your leg. Remember I touched your leg?
Yeah.
And I said, there it is. Okay, I didn't want to put her pants down and look because I can feel it, and I didn't want to mush it up. So I remember thinking to myself, immediately I felt so sad because I knew her mother was going to tap that butt. Okay? Because you're 3. You'll be 4 in October. There's no reason why you should be doing this, pooping on yourself. Right?
Yeah.
So I told her mother, and I went over to I said, you got to go upstairs, and baby, you're going to get a really bad whipping. Oh my God. And I remember I felt so sad and so hurt because I don't like to hear my grandchildren cry. I knew she was going to get her butt beat. So this energy that came over me, I can't explain the energy. It was unlike any energy that I ever felt before. It felt really, really powerful. I felt it engulf me like a whirlwind, like a tornado just wrapping around me. Like, oh my God, I don't want her to be hurt. I don't want to hear that screaming. I don't want that pain for my grandbaby. I don't want that. But I'm not raising her. I have to let my daughter be the mother, right? Back up. So I walked over to the washing machine, and I was having these thoughts and feelings. And then my daughter came down. She said, Mom, what are you talking about? I said, what? She said, there's nothing on her. Remember? And I looked at you. I said, Anaya, where did the poop go?
I don't know.
And you was like, I don't know. She looked so scared and nervous.
I was scared, Matthew. I was scared of that mouse, that big mouse that had a shirt on.
It was a mouse that had a shirt on?
Yeah.
See, this is not the first time that she says stuff like that. She sees things. This baby sees stuff since she was like 3 months. She used to look up and follow something around. And she's been telling me something about this mouse things she called it the boogeyman. He keeps bothering me. So something is going on in this house, in this world, in our family. Okay? And you also said something about, what you call that? Shape what?
Shape bandage.
Shape bandage. Now, what is a shape bandage, Anaya?
It takes belt. See, that matches the shape belt.
It's a belt.
Yeah.
And you told me that you seen it. Okay, we got to get you in the shop, girl. Did you? Are you passing gas, girl? Because you smell like you do need to go to the bathroom. Oh, y'all, I'm sorry. This is moving so much. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slowly.
So anyway, all right. She said it was something like a shape bandage. She told me. She said, "Oh, I used to see those all the time when I was a little girl." I'm like, so I'm not going to tell you everything, but she is starting to remember her past lives. She's starting to remember. She's starting to tell me certain things that happened in her past life. And there was something called a shape bandage that was very mean. It changes. And she said, I said, what does the shape bandage do? Remember you told me, what does the shape bandage do to you?
It punched me in the face, punched
Mm-hmm.
me in this face. That hurts.
Sound like she used to be a warrior.
What happened?
I don't know what happened. That's what we're trying to find out. So every time you remember something, you need to tell me.
Look.
So anyway, y'all, that's about all I'm gonna say. This baby is very, very well protected, so I don't mind her being in front of the camera with me because nothing is gonna happen to her. I already know. She has a very special work to do. Okay, so she's very, very, very well protected. And okay, I have a few other things I want to tell you. I had a few other things to tell y'all, but I think I'm gonna shut this video down, and we're gonna continue to talk about this some more. Now, I neglected to tell you about the Merkaba. Now, you know the Merkaba is your spiritual vehicle that you use to encompass your whole aura, your body, your spirit, and it can help you move from dimension to dimension. Okay? And your Merkaba, in order to activate that, you really need to clear your chakras and decalcify your pineal gland. Okay? You must do that. All right? Teach your children now so they won't grow up thinking, oh, that's weird or that. No, teach them now how to do that. That's why the powers that be are attacking our children's immune system. They are putting so much candy and junk. I saw a TV show recently about all kinds of candy and just talking about feed your children all this junk, and it's like, oh my God! And that mixed with the fast food restaurants. Y'all, please stop giving your kids the fast food restaurants. McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's, they all got enough money. They don't need no more money. That food is not real. I'm telling you. I let a science project with me. Go get some nuggets from McDonald's and Wendy's and from Burger King. Lay them on a piece of paper. Label them, and come back every day for 7 days and write the progress and see what happens. I know with the McDonald's nugget, and I'm only saying this because I know for sure because I did it, it breaks. After a while, you drop that nugget will break into pieces. Now, why does that happen to food? That sounds very plastic, doesn't it? Food is not supposed to break stuff. Food is not supposed to break. You kidding me? And food is not supposed to hurt you. So, I know I'm jumping around, but I just had to get this out there, you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I know you didn't go get my water, but that's all I have to say on that. If you have any questions, let me know. Yaboigoldi, I really hope that this helped. I know I didn't talk about it a lot. I will go back and talk about these things again on another day, but I have some other videos I need to put up. I don't put up a lot of videos, but this week I think I'm going to put up several so that I can take a longer break because I got things to do. I got shit to do. Okay? Well, thank you.
I want to press that.
No, yes. I'm not. She's pressing buttons. Okay, thank you everybody for watching. And stay tuned for the next one, and maybe Anaya could tell us some more information about the shape bandage or her past life. Stay tuned. Oh, I know what I was going to tell y'all. Yeah, no, I ain't going to tell y'all in this video. It's about Anaya, but later. Okay. Stay in the light.
Enjoy.